All right. All right, so I'm gonna just share out here some and then I'll get back here. So shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I'm not gonna share out too much this time, so yes. Be discussing a few little things and about my last couple videos I've done. So I'll be discussing that, about the prophecies I've brought forward, some things I've talked about, and moving forward and moving on and up. Yes, it's about that time. All right, so as soon as I'm done here, okay. So I'll just wait a minute for some people to join on here and get to going. Discuss some prophetic visions I've had and sharing that, and I've done some videos on those in the past, and I'm just going to kind of use this video to bring some of that together into the here and now, because now here we are, a lot of that has a lot to do with moving forward for all of us, okay? So not just me in my life, but for all, a lot of people here now. So for those of you that know me and kind of follow me on my journey and what I've been doing, we are moving. We're going to get more into the, less monetary lifestyle. We're going to be having land and going that route. So many people are being called now to start building. We're to start building in the area you are drawn to, or yeah, so I called this in one of my videos, hearing the call, okay? And just many need to move anyway. Like, this is a time of clearing. We've needed to clear, well, kind of this whole year has been very wonky. And part of that now is clearing and releasing all of that old gunk and making way for new. And really coming out like the phoenix, and then coming out so much more stronger and powerful. So I know for me personally, I have been retreating some from a lot of stuff. I've still been on, but not doing as many videos like I was. Like I say, not doing promoting my work as much, because I'm in the process of growing as well. Like as most of you may know, started taking up the harp, so I'm on that journey, and I'll be using it in my healing practices. So that's also something I've been working on. So yes, we are just expanding and growing, and our physical move has a lot to do with that. We were called, like I said, if you want, go back and watch some of my other videos, because I'm going to be talking about quite a few of those things in here, but I'm going to kind of just wrap it up fast with each little things that have brought us to where we are, right? So the past couple months we had been drawn to a certain area, and we kind of kept going back, and the last time we were there, I was channeled with a native of the land, a Native American of the land, and he asked that I come back and heal the land, start to heal the land. Well, I thought he asked me to heal that land in that moment, and I did, and I thought I was done. Well, turns out I'm not. We're supposed to be over there more. And then Rico had my husband had an experience as well, up in that same kind of area, a little further, but in the same general area. Come to find out they're connected as far as ley lines go, if you know about that. So he had an experience as well, and we're like, okay, yeah, we've got to move for this healing to happen, which the earth is needing healing. So this is also a call out to all those who are feeling drawn to certain areas, especially rural, you'd be on land, then there's a reason for it. There is a reason for it. There's healing that needs done to the land right now. And this is kind of a stepping into the new earth or new ways that we are to be getting back to. All right, it's really the old ways, but we're supposed to be getting back to it. And if you know about this, because then we also have, if that there's that choice of not going back into that, then we have the AI timeline reality that could possibly play out, and that we don't want. We do not want that reality. It may still be happening at the same time, but I know we won't be being a part of it. We are going to be creating the new, which is the old, going back to the indigenous ways, right, of the land. We need to be healing her again, and we need to be connecting with God, heaven, to bring heaven to earth and create this here. This is what it really is, the time of peace. And like I've talked about, this has been in many prophecies. This seventh fire we are in now, so it would be the eighth fire, the golden age, age of Aquarius. There are different names depending on what you follow that we have here. Now, come to find out, Revelation is actually more of an artificial timeline as well. It was actually artificially put in there. So we want to follow the God's blueprint, the loving blueprint of what we're supposed to return to, which is that beautiful, peaceful age. So if you're feeling the call, and many are just feeling a call anyway to move, you know, moving and flowing is really the time, letting go of the old and creating the new. And this is out of love, okay? Out of love, not fear. If you are based in fear, if you're doing things of fear, you get stuck in that other timeline, the artificial timeline, the doomy timeline, the virusy timeline, the timeline that is all negative, okay? Coming into, you know, so that's all stemmed from fear. Coming into the love timeline, when you're in love, is harmony and building and having that peace on earth, like I said, heaven on earth, bringing that into your own heart and home, okay? And I do this with people if you're needing to get into your own you know, purpose. We all have purpose here. Then I help with that as well, and I'll share that information as well, but I'm going to read a piece out of my book as well. And I'll also be bringing forward tomorrow a channeling from St. Nicholas, so for this holiday season, and we've got the solstice coming up. We've got 12/12, some big event days here, 12/12 and 12/21, so, and that's the solstice, and we've got a lot of astronomy stuff going on, which that's not my expertise, but I guess we've got a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse, and according to them, this is a time that the way the alignments are happening, they were during every, you know, Revolutionary War, Civil War, all these times in history. So that's a possibility as well, and I've talked about that as well. So being prepared in that sense, not being prepared out of fear, but being prepared out of just knowing what to do if the situation arises. So a lot in this video about other things I've touched on a little at a time, but putting it all together here. So, but for all, it's time. Please choose the loving timeline of what we want to refer to as the golden age, the beautiful age, and staying on the path of love and truth within love. You know, and truth and love go hand in hand, but some people are being stuck even on a truth frequency, which that is all the truth, and forgetting love. And that's where we really need to stay grounded, you know, in the here and now, and connect with our Mother Earth again. We are supposed to be helping her birth anew, okay? Imagine it as a labor, you know, Mother Earth is in labor, and we need to help push her along into birthing the new. Okay, okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so yes, we need to help her along, and we need to bring that heaven to earth, and as we are helping her along to birth this new earth, new way, which is really the old ways, the indigenous ways, going back to that, right? That doesn't mean we, like, have to be, it just means uniting again, creating the villages, the communities again. We need each other. That's how we unite, and that's how we get out of the system. That's the fear timeline, the negative timeline, the fear, the prison planet, the matrix. Unplugging from that, we claim our sovereignty again, which we're born sovereign, free, but we claim it again when we unhook from that and come together again as humankind. And I used to say humanity a lot, but I've changed my wording to using humankind, because we are in the hearts and souls of humankind. We are kind and we are of love and we come from God's love, but many have gotten lost. Okay, so that brings me into this little passage here that I'm going to share. It's not a passage, not from the Bible. It's from my little angel book here that I have, and then I will, yes, let you know if you need help with that as well, finding your purpose. And you know, in every heart and soul, most who are still somewhat connected with the loving source, God energy, feel this. You feel the call. You feel you want to be in nature. You feel that is peace and serenity. It's because that's where we can hear the best, you know. All right, so producers. We are the producers of the flop or the blockbuster of our own lives. What are you producing in your life? What are you creating and bringing forth through your mental or physical effort? If your answer is not much, perhaps some debris is inhibiting your productivity and needs to be cleared out of your life. Sloth and envy are two of the main slowdowns we need to avoid. Sloth is simple laziness, knowing that you need what you need to do and then letting time slide by. Envy is discontented desire that is fueled by the false belief that others have something much more valuable than you do. Envy is a big trap. It is like a field of flypaper that we have to artfully and consciously avoid stepping into. There's only one cure for sloth and envy, and that is doing your life's work. Not just thinking about it, but doing it. If you don't yet know what your life's work is, that's okay. Just keep engaging in meaningful and productive activities, and eventually you will discover the one thing that will make your life fun, enjoyable, and productive. The angels know what you are here on earth to produce, and they will gently guide you into full production as soon as you're ready and willing. And I can help with that as well. If your life were a movie, what would you like it to say or reflect? What would you like to accomplish and be remembered for? Start to think of yourself as the producer of your own life, with the angels as your associate producers. I make a big production out of my life. And so with that ending, it's time for all to step into your sovereignty, your power, in the name of love through love. And that's where we are, and that's how we create the heaven on earth and whatever you're here to do. Like I say, I'm a healer of earth, of people, and I have a special bond with mothers, and that's why I have my Motherly Love podcast and a course for moms. But I am a healer for all. And if you need help discovering what you are here to do, and if you need any answers cleared up, guidance, then I can help. I use the angels in all of my practices through divine love and guidance. So that's ambercelestialangel.com, and I hope you all choose love and happiness and the light of love to light your way. Love you all. Bye, guys.